welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be working on an upgrade on the 68 Charger here. I'm going to convert it from halogen lights over to LED lights. Just finding in the nighttime it's just not bright enough, although I don't drive much at night. When I do, I want to make sure that I can see what's ahead of me, of course, right? And the halogen lights just aren't doing it. I thought when I built the car that they'd be okay for the amount of time I would drive at night, but I got myself caught too many times last year where it was just too difficult to see. Not a place you want to be. So a friend of mine put me onto these LED lights from Amazon. I'll drop the links below in the description. He put them in his 68 Dart. Had good results. And so we're going to try the same solution in the 68 Charger here and see how it goes. So I built this car. I finished it last year. It took me nearly 5 years to do it. I'll drop a link down in the description below as to what it looked like before and of course here it is after. So we're going to be getting rid of these halogen lights and we're going to go to LED lights. I'll do the unboxing here and show you what the kit looks like, and of course the link in the description for the parts if you want to try it on your car. So here the lights are here. You can see they're typical halogen lights, right? Those are the high beams on. All right, so that's a look before. And now we'll get busy with this kit. All right, let's get started. So this is the box from Amazon. We've got these two packages. These are the LED lights. Two in each box. What you're going to see is I wasn't able to get the same light from the same company and the same model in a high low beam and just a low beam. So we're going to use two of the high lows, and we'll do a slight modification to make those work. You probably know what I'm talking about. So we'll get it open with those, and then I've got four of these. So these are the new Headlight casings, if you will, with the rubber waterproof seal on the back. These are the headlights here. They're fairly generic, right? One thing I wasn't worried about was them being generic. As long as they looked semi-normal. With the Charger, of course, the headlight doors are down most of the time, right? So it's just at night that these are going to be open. And so as long as they look like they fit and they work properly, I was quite happy. And so you can see, very basic design. Haven't fit them in the car yet, so hopefully they're going to work okay. These are the 5 1/4 versus what I think, or 5 3/4, pardon me, versus what I think would be in most cars would be a 7, like the 68 Dart would be a 7-inch. So there's that we've got to piece together, and then these are the lights themselves. So I had this open just to make sure I got the right ones, but you can see, I know you're not supposed to touch the LEDs with your fingers because they have oil, of course, on them, but these are the lights themselves here. As you can see, they do come with the right OEM style connector on there with the adapter in the middle. They're a little bulky, but I'm hoping we can make these work. Again, if my friend can make them work in the Dart, I'm confident we can make this work in the Charger. Comes with some instructions. I don't know that we're going to need them much, but you know, we have them if we need them. Zip tie kit, which I can guarantee you we won't be using. And some gloves, I guess, which is kind of nice. It's a nice kit, actually, to help protect the lights. In the end, it's just saving them returns. We all know that. So that's that. Let's get started first by taking out the headlights from the car itself. All right, here we go with the passenger side. Let's get this front bezel off, and we'll go from there. There we go. All right, we're going to get these headlights connected, and we'll take the bulbs out themselves, or the whole light assembly, I mean. Okay. All right, that's done. I'll take you in there just to show you. All right, now we're just going to take out the 3 screws here that hold in the stainless headlight retainer ring, and we'll pop all both these bulbs out, and we'll go from there. There's one. And 2. Okay. Okay, now let's try these stainless retainer rings. Let's get these out of the way just for a moment. Let's try these stainless retainer rings on these headlights. These do have a top, so it won't matter right now, but it will later. So let's just see. Oh, yeah, okay, that fits. Yeah, that fits well. The headlight does stick out farther than I think. Well, let me see the comparison here. You can see how far the headlight sticks out with that retainer fully seated. And with this retainer fully seated, it sticks out probably nearly a 1/4 inch. Don't think that's going to matter given the space that we have between the headlight and the headlight door and the charger. So not concerned about that at the moment. But fitment looks like we're going to be okay. So let's just put this down here. All right, let's get started. We'll get this, what looks to be just a protective cover on here off. Okay, so looking at the bracket, we've got this waterproof casing that goes on there. This bracket does slip off, so you just turn and that will pull off. So I think the best way to do this, let's see, is to put this in, lock it down, lock it down like that. And then thinking, let's see how to get this rubber on the best way. I don't want that pointed down. I think it's best to slide that on now. Now, you might not be able to see, but the light has 2 tabs on it. They're different sizes. That just controls the right way for this to go in. So it's positioned up versus down when the light bulb is in the car. So let's just make sure that this slides over. It does. I'm going to actually fold it back so I can see what I'm doing here. All right, so got my two tabs on the LED bulb itself. Let's see, I've got to come around this way. All right, let's place her in. Now, one thing I know is that this, there's a rubber seal, a red rubber seal on these lights, and they've got to press up against this right here. So I got to get this rubber past that, like that. Otherwise, I'm going to have an issue. So let's try that, I think. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so lights in. I think we're, yeah, it looks good. So now let's just bend this rubber back. That's the top, so we're going to want that pointed down. Of course, it's making it difficult. It's just a tight fit for a rubber seal or for a water seal. Okay, that's cool. So I think that's it. So that's going to be the top. The cable comes out on the top. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. We're soon going to find out. But that's one done. Let me get the other one done. And we'll see if we can put them in. Just put this over here. Okay, same process. Need another light. Okay. Light bulb. Okay, take this, see how that turns out. Let's put that down. Bracket in. Okay, that one's in. All right, same thing with the seal. Now this has to go, looking at the tabs, okay, it's gonna go like that. So let's slide this on with that approximate location. Again, we'll pull it back. Gotta expose that rubber seal again. If this, see, it pulled the rubber seal down. That's no good. It's no good. There. That's what we need right there. Get that entirely out of the way so that that rubber O-ring, the red one, will seal properly on that surface. Okay, let's go for it. Slight push and turn clockwise. There we go. Bend this back down. There we go. Where's our top? There's our top. Yeah, again, I gotta just turn this rubber. That's a bit of a pain. So I don't want that opening there pointed up, of course, right? Okay, now let's assume for the moment this is going to be our low beam. You can see this is a dual prong, so it's got both the high beam, low beam, and it's not going to fit on the connector. And as I said, I couldn't order the same LED light from the same company, the same model, same brightness, etc. in just a low beam, which would just have the two lower prongs here, right? So, all right, just with the cutoff wheel, I'm just going to trim this up. I don't want it in the way. Just like that. Okay, I've got the single beam light. Recall the modification on the end. This one's going to go on the inside, right? So I don't yet, how all this wiring is going to map out, but for now we're just going to put the headlight in, and we'll route the wiring, and I'll show you that later and figure it out with you later, for that matter. But this part should be straightforward. Okay, I can already see a problem. Yeah, you know what the problem is going to be. Well, maybe we can work around it here. Okay, you won't be able to tell, but the resistance of that weather seal, the black on the back, was definitely a problem. But I think we're squeezing it in there. It's going to work. We just got to get this headlight positioned properly on top. See, these headlights have no tabs, so that they don't self-position in the bucket itself in these holes. So you've got to do that on your own, which is probably fine. I don't mind that, but it just means that as this slides on, we've got to get the rotation just right. I think that's got it. It's really close, if not. Sorry if I'm in your way here. I just got to get in to make sure she's straight. There. That looks straight. Perfect. Let's button that up. Thought maybe that rubber seal was going to be a problem because it really makes the fit tight inside the bucket, the headlight bucket itself, but I think it's fine. Okay. That looks pretty good. Actually, it is tilted just a little bit. I got to fix that. I won't be happy with that. I got to check the bulb too. I feel like we're not getting the right rotation on it. Is that straight up and down? Yeah. This is where my perfectionist disorder comes in. Okay, I think we're good. We'll tighten them up. Now with one in, let's take a look at the wiring in the back, see if we're going to have any issues with the headlight door itself closing. Okay, got you in here, and it's a tight fit. You see, this is the OEM plug. I'm going to get that out of the way just for the moment. And here is the new plug. You can see right now this bar right here. That's the bar that connects to the vacuum actuator that opens and closes the headlight door. You can see that that's going to be a problem. So these wires here certainly have to tuck down underneath that. For this to have any hope of working. So with that, no issues in the closed position. And if we open it, yeah, we're going to be good as long as I tie this back appropriately, which I should be able to do. I'll get the camera set up and we'll do that after. But what I mainly wanted to make sure of right now is that the headlight door can function freely without interfering. I have a little bit of cable management, but I think we're going to be just fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get this last bulb in here. All right, so we need top. Push through the cables. Yeah, it's looking good. Just need a rotation on the light. A little bit. That looks good. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, let's button her up. So far, happy with this whole thing. But it's not going to matter if can't get those wires done right and I get the brightness I'm looking for. Just double check all of these. Make sure we're good. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay, I've got you in there. Really is the best I can do while I'm trying to do this myself. Okay, so let's just see how we can maybe route these. There are some built-in wire clips into the headlight housing itself, so we're going to try and take advantage of that. All right, I think you can probably see that, yeah. Okay, so I've got both in there, and you can see I've got just the routing going through the normal channel there, provided by the headlight bucket assembly itself. And if I open and close the headlight door, got no interference. Closes properly, front and back. All looks good. I think we're good. So let's give it a shot, see if it works. Just get this open. Yeah, you can see. Perfect. No interference. Everything looks good there. They look fine in there too. All right, let's turn the car on, or the headlights on, pardon me, and see what we got. That's the way they used to look. And wow, those are super bright. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera. Let me try and get both in for you. Like super, way better. Cool. I think that's going to be awesome. I'll have to do some pointing, of course, just to get them pointed in the best direction. But I can tell already they're going to be significantly brighter. Okay, let me wrap up the other side. And there we go. About an hour's worth of work. Halogen to convert it to LED with that classic look for under $200 Canadian. Can't be beat. If I would have done this with something like the Holley Retro Bright, that would have set me back $1,200, perhaps more Canadian. Ridiculous cost for the 4 headlights I would need for the Charger. This is great value. They are incredibly bright. I can't wait for spring to break so we can get this car out on the road, checking it out both day and night. Again, if you're looking for an LED conversion that doesn't look like modern LEDs, it's got the classic look, in my opinion, this is a way to go. Link in description down below. If you have any questions, drop a comment, throw a like in the video if this helped you, and go ahead and subscribe. Last thing, just shout out to my bud back in Ontario who gave me the link and the thought about using these headlights. Props to you. Thanks, man. Take care.
Shutter